So I'm very happy to have Heike with me today, who has just graduated from my mentorship program and who has agreed to talk a little bit about her experiences. So thank you so much, Heike, for doing this. I really, really do appreciate it. So my first question for you is, what made you come into my program in the first place?
I wanted to reflect on my previous ships, and I just wanted to have some help on this to just find my way through, do a little bit of healing, and also to improve my dating patterns. Yeah. So I think these were the main reasons. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And so what were some of the things that you felt you were struggling with at the beginning of my program?
I had the feeling that I did so much for my relationships and it didn't work out, and I was really frustrated on that. And then I started dating again, and it was also not satisfying for me. And I just thought, I didn't want to bother my friends on this. So it was good, to have this opportunity and to have some neutral mirror to reflect. Yeah. And I think it was good.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because I do think that sometimes, our friends, we can't burden our friends with all of the stuff that's going on with us about relationships, because they've got their own relationships going on. And also because sometimes you do need the experience of somebody who has seen many different kinds of scenarios in terms of relationships. So, yeah. And so what were some of the things that we've talked about that have helped you, Heike?
Well, I think what was really good was the clearing exercises. Yeah, you made me look into my previous relationships, also the toxic parts of them, to detect and to also see what patterns are there for my family. So these clearing exercises, I think they were, for me, very helpful. Then there were these concrete help in dating, what kind of messages, what kind of dress for the first date and all this. Yeah. So that was also very good. Yeah. There you were like a good friend to me. Always available, texting you. So that was quite nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Also the questions, what is my own femininity, how it is to be feminine, what is it? We had also some meditations on that. That was also really helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll just say for the listeners who viewers who don't know you, that Heike is a very successful woman. So, and like a lot of professional women who are successful, there's sometimes things that we need to learn to become more whole as human beings, so that we can have the kind of relationship that we want.
And then also to keep positive, when there was some sort of negative experience with dating, that I go on, I keep my spirit high. So that, I think, is also something what we talked about quite often, and also in the meditations. Yeah, so that also was, from my side, very appreciated. Yeah, it's because I think it was quite nice to have this exchange also. Yeah,
you liked to have the discussion as well as
prior to the meditations, where we are, what happened, and all this, to share also successes. Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
good.
I think it's quite nice.
I think it is. I think it's very, very beneficial for people, as they have a safe place to be able to talk about what's going on for them. Yes, and I think that I started another group for my American clients at that time, so that's why the group was small. So I guess the last thing I want to ask you, Heike, is what would you say to somebody who was scared about trusting to take the step of coming into my program, what would your advice be to them?
Well, I would say if you have the money, just go for it. Yeah. And just, I was thinking in between, oh, did I choose the right time? Did I have enough time to do really the program properly? Yeah. But at the end, it comes as it comes. Yeah. So I think you just have to jump in the cold water. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, that is so true, because of course, when you are in a relationship, you have always things that are going on. So, when you're looking for a relationship, get used to it, because that's what it's going to be like when you have a relationship.
Exactly.
It's been such a honor and a privilege to have you as my client, and I feel like I've made a real friend in you. It's been you've been so diligent, you've really been so thorough, so you've honored everything that I asked you. So you've been, actually an ideal client. So
wow. But we had also some fights about.
We did. We had some confrontations, because yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. We had to do some confrontational talking about things as well. No, really, I'm thankful to you for doing this for me today. And I'm wishing you the very best of luck in your future.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.